Okay, well, good morning everyone. Once again, we are headed to Sardine Peak. It doesn't sound very ominous, but we are on the Tahoe National Forest today. It is 6:30 in the morning. Obviously, we're heading to Kyburz Flat, which is an interpretive area, which is going to be really cool. We got 1 mile to go. We're right off Route 89, about north of Truckee, south of Sierraville, on a beautiful, gorgeous day after some recent storms. So let's see what the day brings. Let's go bag a peek. This is 1 mile off the road, folks, and it's so cool that you get to come and not only get a good recreation in, but you also get to see history preserved. And this is pretty crazy, but obviously, you know, covered by snow. Just make sure you take care of the area. Don't put graffiti or trash. You know, it's been here this many thousands of years. Why can't it continue?
The Kyburz Flat area has ancient symbols carved into rocks by possible ancestors of the Washoe Native American tribe as early as 2,000 years ago.
One topic that I have never really brought up much, but obviously is very, very important. Toilets. Put the seat down, people. So, the seat was down in this one. No toilet paper, but that's okay. At least you could access it, and that's why you bring what I would consider one of the 10 essentials is toilet paper. There are also things called wag bags. They're pretty, very useful, getting quite popular on very popular hiking sites. So, one of the things that you need to kind of keep in mind is, you know, where do you poop in the woods? And unlike a bear, you probably should poop and pack it out. I brought my my trowel, just like almost a small shovel to dig a cat hole, but for the most part, if you can pack it out. It's very difficult in the snow because when you dig the cat hole and you try to bury your poop, it's just right on top of the snow, folks. So it's just gonna melt. It's gonna be sitting right on the ground. So something to consider.
In the 1850s, 1860s, this area became Hennis Pass Road, an immigrant travel network used to access mining camps along the Yuba River. This way station, or stagecoach stop, was ran by Lysander Moore and served passengers and freight traffic.
Definitely turning out to be a good day. The sun's coming out to burn off some of this low fog. This used to be Hennis Pass Road, Kyburz Flat. Took up Mud Spring Valley, Sardine Valley, then down a rough descent and into another little valley 3 miles, Kyburz Flat. Good grass here. Then went 2 miles to Little Truckee River. Said Loring Samuel Comstock from August 19th, 1855. This is a California trail, folks. National Historic Trail. Pretty cool. And again, there's a little QR code if you want to know more. The Hennis Pass Road was a heavy Comstock related traffic led to congested problems along the bustling Hennis Pass Road. That calculation, we must have passed 200 or 300 teams. Every wagon was heavily freighted, some with merchandise, others with iron castings for the mills, and quite a goodly number with families, fruit, whiskey, really, and furniture. There were horse teams and mule teams and ox teams. Oh my, I never before saw so many teams on one road. No wonder the dust was so deep. Journalist J. Ross Brown, 1863. Wow, 1863. There's a lot of stuff going on in 1863.
At 320 acres, it included a hotel, barn, stables, root cellar for cold storage, and a well. The railroad would make this road obsolete. Later, sheep herders moved into the area and remnants of their farm can be found also.
Cool and weird at the same time. Just like this was a major thoroughfare and now not. This Moore's Station Well. Once again, folks, not necessarily the best time to come in the wintertime, but you certainly get the solitude. But yeah, place to definitely easily visit. Bring the kids. 1 mile off the road. Easy flat ground. History lesson. All right, let's continue bagging a peak. Well, we found a water source heading up, and this will be a good spot to get some water on the way back. It's not on the map though, so something to consider. You can certainly mark this point for future reference, but it's nice to know that there's trickling water somewhere. You know how we're getting close? You know how we know? Right there. We got Land Peak, Sardine Peak on the map. We're getting ready to cross into it's a flat area. But how do I know that? Terrain Association, folks. All right, look at that. I don't think you can get a clear picture of where we're heading. In the upper sort of right hand corner, you can actually see the fire lookout tower. Snow gets all consolidated, and then you're back into the areas that get nailed with the sun. Nice, quiet, powdery snowshoeing. But it takes a toll. Whew. Yeah, if you're ever out with a couple of people, you can switch off the leader. That person can break trail, and then after a while they switch out and they come to the back of the pack. That way everyone gets equally drained. Amidst the bird calls, we're heading up to the saddle, so we're actually kind of going straight up. So it's time to do a little cheating and put on our heel assists. So, little guy back here, pop it up, elevate your heel. Feels so much more comfortable. There you go. And away we go. Sometimes you go with someone who just wants to go up fast. Look at that shortcut. Whoa. We are now on the top of that ridge, heading to Sardine Peak. We have finally discovered a trail or road that no one has been on. So we have to trail break, which is extremely tiring. We have tired of taking the road and breaking trail, at least in the major soft snow. So we're gonna divert over into the ridge where all the trees are. Hopefully the shade will make the snow more consolidated. But what we're coming across is these, two orange here, no text or identification on it. There's 3 over there. One there, 3 over there, 1 there, 2. So, what do you think these are? Wow, there's 3 way over there. What do you think these are? Some of these trees are healthy, crowded. Some of them are dead. Yeah, maybe we'll see the answer on the screen, or I'll tell you about it really soon. Welcome to the top, Sardine Peak. Just take a little time to give you a panorama. You know that flat area right there, huh? You got a toilet up here. Plenty of streams and water sources. Ski area over there. I mean, for a fire lookout, that's pretty pretty good spot, huh? Oh, that is interesting. Okay, well, check it out. Old school California fire lookout tower. All right, let's go walk around it. Now, hopefully on the screen, or I'll probably tell you a little later about a little bit of history of this bad boy. We have to bust through some okay.
Hello.
Hey, hold on. Quite an interesting place to enjoy
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where you get your business done.
picnic.
No. I said business. You got your business
That's
done.
right.
So no entrance here.
No, it looks like everything's shut and locked. And
Maybe
there you go.
just keep Mercury up.
Is there a fire out there? Welcome to Sardine Peak, folks. These are your national forests, folks. USDA Forest Service, Pacific Southwest region. Tahoe National Forest. Get out, explore! Feeling refreshed, we're heading to Land Peak, which is basically behind these trees. But what you can see is it does this. There's a massive drop and a massive ascent. There's no other easy way to do this but go down and go back up. I've said this before in another video, plunge stepping in snowshoes in super soft snow. So much fun. Look at that. We've just descended 800 feet in mere seconds. Well, I'd say minutes. Definitely super fast way of getting down and slide a little bit. Yeah. And now I'm going to take back my packing list scrutiny of maybe not needing my gaiters. And gaiters are those black things that are protecting them, pretty much everything from my knee down. An extra layer of waterproof protection. And they are coming in handy right now. And this is super fun. Oh. It's about as close you'll get to downhill skiing without actually having the skis or the snowboard. Be kind to us, Land Peak. Purple is what we've done, the blue is what we need to do, or it's suggested. Now Land Peak is that. We just flew down this purple line right there pretty fast. And cool thing about it, there's a road and possible stream down there, so let's get some water hopefully. Well, the reason why to you it's only seconds, it feels like it's been hours coming up that slope or mountain or whatever you want to call it. Oh my God. Plodding one foot in front of the other. So, without further ado, welcome to Land Peak. Bit of a doesn't have much of a peak to it, but that's pretty epic. Oh gosh, almost fell. Pristine, I can't walk. Pristine, not touched snow. Man. Well, you can certainly see land from this peak. All right, well, for this trip, I got pretty snowshoes with a lot of flotation. I've got some gaiters on. I've got trail braking pants, weather resistant, lots of zippers, tons of vents, just because it's hot, it's cold, not a lot of wind today, but right now it's pretty cold in the shade. I've got my like sun sleeves, just a t-shirt for right now, but I'm getting cold. Sunglasses, you know, case for my video camera. I got this contraption that holds my phone. I can look at my GPS. I got the wire going down to here through my shirt for the external battery. You know, sun protection. I brought plenty of food this time. Had some wonderful tuna fish and all that good stuff at the summit. So right now I would assess what I brought that I didn't use would be the 10 essentials. So far I don't, you know, I have no use for them, but glad to have them. If it gets cold, I have a couple of jackets and a buff and lip balm and all that good stuff. So I'm pretty good to go. I just need to find some more water. I can't emphasize that enough, that you can try to melt the snow. You don't pass up a stream. Even drink it right there on spot and fill up and move on. Definitely hydrate before you even get on the trail. Drink a huge thing of, like, whatever, electrolytes. That's it, folks. So check out the stats for the trip, and we'll start heading back, and I'll let you know if anything crazy happens in a couple of seconds. All right, take care. We haven't seen a single human, but something's out here with us.
Oh!
Our last peak. Thought that was the last one at Land Peak, but no! We are peak baggers. And on the way back, of course, this peak just reared its ugly little head.
Hey, hello.
And look at this. You found a register. The sun is going down. It's roughly right around 3:30, so we'll see how this pans out to get back to the vehicle by 5, 6. All right.
Okay.
Here you go. Peak bagger in Joyland.
Okay, then.
Well, thanks to the GPS tracker and the group leader, his navigational skills, we found the road again, and going downhill. Oh, best part. Trying to beat the sun. It's not the best feeling in the world, but okay. Seen quite a few of this today. It just kind of saddens me, but it also cracks me up because I don't know if it's just target practice, or you don't like the Forest Service, or you just don't like signs. But to replace these, it comes out of taxpayers' money. So it's kind of like self-defeating. I don't know. And I just think it's nice not to damage stuff that tells people what's coming up or what's happening. So